So hello everyone, I'm Tofu, we're on Ewetopia, what will be my all-sheep island, and as promised, we'll be doing a villager hunt today. So, we're going to be looking for one of the many sheep villagers that are still available to find, and obviously bring them here. So, let's jump into it, shall we? Okay, so ticket number 1, we have Waterfall Island, and it's clearly raining, which generally means that my villager hunts don't go particularly too well. But I do have 150 tickets on me, including this one obviously. And our very first islander, or villager I should say, is Bill. And he's a cute boy. I'm going to say hello to him. Hello, sir. But yeah, obviously we're after sheep for my, what will be, all sheep island. I just feel like I haven't got enough sheep recently. So I think my last 2 hunts I got chops. Yeah, and I got the lovely Vivian, which I'm really happy about, but obviously she's not a sheep, so I'm determined to get a sheep this time. And obviously Bill's not a sheep, so we're moving on. Island number 2, Wilbur. So obviously I'm really hoping that we don't end up going like 150 tickets, because that's just kind of wild. But yeah, I would like to have some success. This is Croc. Yes, or Croak. I suppose Croak makes more sense, being a frog. Crocu, the French frog. Le frog, one might say. What am I talking about? Anyway, hello, Croak. I'm going to be leaving him here, obviously, not a sheep, so yeah. He's a kind of cool character in his own way, though. He'd be an interesting one to have, maybe in the future. But yeah, I just want the success. I want to be able to find a sheep. I want that endorphin hit, and obviously just the mystery of who we're going to take home. This is that Cephalobot? It is indeed. I could only see the back of his head and I couldn't really see it because of the bamboo. But yeah, clearly it was a robot. So it made sense that I guessed that. He's okay. Not one I would really consider. I have got Sprocket on Jailtown, my crime island. If you're not watching that series, I suppose. But yeah, I'm not really too fond of the robots. Just me, I guess. As far as which sheep I'm after, honestly, it doesn't really matter, just as long as I find a sheep. So, I already have a few on my island, so I've got Stella, Wendy, Frita, Kurlos and Dom. So yeah, I believe any of the other sheep would just be fantastic, honestly. I don't think there are any others. This is Quinn, by the way. I'm just kind of getting distracted trying to think of other sheep. But yeah, Quinn's cool. She was on Tanglewood, my jungle island. And yeah, I really do like her. I think she's got that cool big sister energy. But we must away this time, so see you later, Quinn. I'm sure I'll see you at some point on this hunt, but you know, hopefully if we're really lucky we won't get any dupes. But we shall see. But I definitely have too many non-sheep villagers on what should be all sheep island. So I have Bo, Chops, Rudy and Vivian. And yeah, I think we should just try and whittle some down a bit. I have had to sell a plot of land in order to make this villager hunt work. But yeah, I would really like to just get rid of Chops, honestly. But yeah, Bo would be another one. I'm not willing to give up Rudy because he's my boy. And we've only just got Vivian, so it feels a little bit unfair to get rid of Vivian so soon. I forgot to mention that the last villager was Velma, and yeah, not for me, thank you. I guess in my absolute ideal world, I would love one of the snooty sheep, just because I don't think I've got any snooty villagers. Actually, what is Vivian? Is she snooty? I'm not sure. Here is Cyrano. I'm going to have to look up Vivian on my phone and just see what personality she is, because now I'm getting a little bit confused. But yeah, I would just love some of the reactions that the snooties give you, so hopefully we can find one of the snooty sheep. But we must away for now. So I'm sure you all were screaming at me as to what Vivian's personality was, but I have looked it up and it was snooty. So, or is snooty I should say. I guess something in the back of my mind was just telling me that that is the case, but yeah, I just forgot it. This colourful, beautiful girl is Julia. Obviously not someone we're interested in, but yeah, pleasant face to see. Again, just another one of those villagers that I would probably consider for a future like island, but not right now. So can we get lucky early on? Who do we have on yet another rainy island? It is... yes. Chadwick, I think. Let's just say hello. It is indeed Chadwick. I don't know, just the fact that he's wearing a raincoat and a hat kind of threw me a little bit. But I guess I got there in the end, so it's all good. All good. Penguin names used to be something I was absolutely terrible with. That and lions, I just could never remember them, but I'm doing alright now. By the way, thank you very much to everyone that has watched my recent build videos, so obviously the Fight Club on Jailtown, and then anyone that gave suggestions as to possible builds I could do for the future on that island. And yeah, then obviously Stella's farm on Ewetopia as well. And everyone seemed to like that, and the cafe, or at least there were certainly plenty of people that said they liked it. Which is always a good thing, because I was pretty happy with the build, or the builds, both of them honestly, I kind of like them. Speaking of liking them, this is Fret. He's hiding behind a tree now, but yeah, he's a cool dude. Again, another someone that we would consider for a future island, but not today. Obviously, we need sheep. So, what's happened to me recently? Well, this is going to sound kind of a mundane thing, but bear with me, because there's been a lot of roadworks happening around our area, so lots of just random building work and things like that on the roads that no one really asked for, no one thinks we actually need. And yeah, recently I got a big screw in one of my car tyres, and we had to go get that repaired, and luckily it could be repaired. It was just in a place that was kind of convenient to be repaired, and so I didn't have to buy a new tyre. By the way, this is Pashmina, and she's cool. Anyway, back onto my mundanities, I guess. So yeah, I had to repair the tyre about 3 weeks ago, something like that. But yeah, it's been, say, 3 weeks since I got that repaired, and then the other day, Mumsy has pointed out on a different tyre that we've driven over another nail or screw, and so I'm going to have to get that tyre now replaced just because of where the screw is. I don't think it's going to be repaired, so that's just really annoying. This is Phil. He's a cool looking boy, but not someone we're going to take home, so I will be running away from him. But yeah, I know that obviously with cars they can be expensive to keep on the road, and things like tyres are just one of those things that get replaced fairly regularly. You know, these things happen, but it's just annoying because it's happened, twice in about a month. I just find it annoying because obviously, well, apart from the financial side and that I've got to pay money to have another thing done to my tyres, it's probably happened on the roadworks. Like I said, that nobody asked for. I don't even know what they're really doing with it. It's just kind of happening. So yeah, that's the kind of annoying part, honestly. This is Bertha. She's quite a nice looking hippo. I've got enough of my fair share of hippos on Jailtown, so yeah, we won't be considering her. Not that we would anyway, because obviously Sheep Island and all that, but moving on. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Hopefully you're not having to deal with flat or punctured tyres. And we've got another ostrich villager. Wow. This is Rio. Hello. So we've had Julia, Phil, and Rio. They're coming out in force today. Something, maybe it's the rain. I don't know. It just brings out the ostriches. Is that a thing? It could be a thing. Like, is it just me, or does it feel like the rain's kind of letting up in the game? Oh, here we have Deirdre. I love Deirdre. She was on my jungle island of Tanglewood. She was one of the starters, actually, and I believe it's the first time I've ever kept the starter for the entirety of the island. But yeah, she's a cool girl, and would happily have her again on a different island. We just need to think of a theme that would obviously work with her, but yeah, she's happily just welcome on any of my islands. So is this ticket number 15, I think, something like that. And this is Carmen or O'Hare? I'm going to say Carmen. Hello. Oh, it's O'Hare. I got the wrong one. Okay, well, I'm not sure about the colour. Maybe Carmen's are slightly different. Yeah, brown colour, but yeah, I really couldn't tell from the back. They're just no distinguishing features, and obviously they're wearing the rain clothing, so that didn't help much, but oh well. Definitely feels like the rain is letting up in the game, so hopefully that will mean that we have a bit more success somewhere in the hunt. here is Coach, and yeah, not for me. I'm sure he's somebody's favourite, but he's not mine. He's not bad per se, just yeah, not for me, like I said. Okay, so Anticipation Mountain, who are we going to find? Obviously we'll bust out our ladder. There it is on the tool ring, fantastic. And 3, 2, 1, I'm pretty sure that's Vic. It is, I didn't even need to go up to the top level. We seem to be having a lot of the same species, so obviously we've had 3 ostriches, and then we've just had Coach and then Vic following him, so yeah, not great, but we'll move on and hopefully we'll see someone different. Okay, are we going to find a sheep? Or at the very least someone new? Okay, it's not a sheep, but it is indeed someone new, so let's go say hello to Becky. You are Becky, aren't you? You're not Plucky. You are Becky, cool. Because Plucky's the brown and brown chicken with the blue kind of highlights on the top head feathers. I'm not sure what they're called, but yeah, you get the idea. Anyway, Becky's quite a nice looking chicken. I'm not sure what clothing she's wearing though. Is that like a royal robe? I'm not sure, but I'm going to run away anyway. So let's do that. Just a random thing, just popped into my head, but, oh, it's Cyrano again. No thank you. But yeah, I do wonder what type of island I'm going to design after Jailtown is done, because that's honestly the closest island that's to completion at the moment. I was thinking of maybe doing something colour-based, so like almost a rainbow island, and trying to just get villagers of various different colours, so like one red villager, one blue villager, pink, yellow, green, etc, etc. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Obviously, I'm still a little bit off from starting a new island, so there's plenty of time to try and think of ideas. This is Peck, and he's okay. I don't like his soulless dead eyes, honestly. They're a little bit kind of nah. But yeah, he's okay, I suppose. I've seen a few people have been restarting their islands recently, and I assume with the time and everything they'll be doing some kind of full builds, or yeah, trying to build spooky islands for Halloween, which is very quickly approaching. This is Tad. He's kind of a cute boy in his own little way. It's a shame I didn't speak to him so you could actually see his face, but there we are. You gonna turn for me? Come on, show everyone your cute little face. Wow, he's just ignoring me. Okay, well, then let's leave him alone, because he's very rude. And after I called his face cute, mumble grumble. The nerve of some frogs. Anyway, moving on. Who are we going to find this time? Is it another... No, I thought there was another frog, but it's not. It's, Nibbles. Hello. She's kind of cute. I just really like the squirrels. I think they're all pretty cute. Maybe I can do an all-squirrel island at some point, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I want something a little bit different, just because obviously I'm doing an all-sheep island now. So, yeah, something a little bit fresh and different would be a nice change of pace. So, very random thing. I have mentioned before that I've been playing Pokemon Go, and they've just released, or just included, I guess, the Gala starters. So, you've got Sobble, Scorbunny, and Grookey. And I'm really excited for that. And obviously, my boy, Wooloo. Everybody's boy, Wooloo. I think Wooloo's just one of those Pokemon that are universally loved, I'm pretty sure. This is Admiral, by the way, and I'm not sure that he's universally loved. He's alright. He has got a very strong brow. But, yeah, he's fine. He's harmless. Certainly not one we'll be taking, though, for obvious reasons. But yeah, I'm just really excited for the Gala Pokemon to be included into Pokemon Go, and I'm not biased at all because obviously Gala was the UK region, and I am from the UK, as obvious from my accent. And another reason I like Wooloo is that it's just got such a nice shiny form. It's just like colours reversed even. I was going to say rolls reversed, but that's wrong. But yeah, colours reversed, so the normal Wooloo looks white with a little black face, and then the shiny is black wool and then a little white face, and it's just a shiny done correctly. This is Antonio, and he's a good looking boy. Someone I've always wanted to have on an island and just never happened for whatever reason. I think the fact he's just a very simple looking anteater, he's a jock that I don't tend to have a lot of on my islands. But yeah, I would definitely have him at some point. Guaranteed. And just because I've mentioned Pokemon and obviously shiny Pokemon as well. So this is a question for the Pokemon players out there. What are your favourite shinies? Because I've already mentioned that Wooloo, in my opinion, is just a great one. I really like Palisand as well, and it goes from that sandy colour, obviously, to a black sand colour, which is just really nice. Sylveon's one of my favourites, and Umbreon is just a classic as well. But yeah, I would be interested to know what your favourites are. This is Claudia, and she's okay. Not my favourite tiger, but she's pleasant enough. But I must run away, because obviously we're looking for sheep. But all the talk about Pokemon Go brings me onto another subject. And yeah, if you are one of the fortunate people that managed to see my amazing bulletin art, not self-praising myself enough there, yeah, I drew Mareep for Ewetopia. And it's kind of given me an idea of, I don't really know how I'd go about doing it, but I would love anyone who's watching this, like if you were interested, if you wanted to come onto the island and maybe just doodle a sheep for the bulletin board of Ewetopia, I would love that to happen. Obviously, if you feel so artistically inclined, of course. Yeah, just before I forget, Lionel was the previous villager, and obviously I don't want him. I did briefly have him on Tanglewood, but yeah, no thank you. But yeah, regarding the bulletin art, I don't know how I would go about arranging that, but if there's enough people that might be interested in, I guess, let me know down in the comments, and yeah, I'll have to sort something out in one way or another. This is the fabulous Cookie, and she is just adorable. I've never had her, but yeah, my wife has, and I'm pretty jealous actually. She is just a cute villager to get. But yeah, we must away for now. Yeah, I have no idea how I'd arrange that, like I said. Maybe if enough people show any interest, I could then send some Discord codes or something, and then I could arrange like times for people to pop on to the island and yeah, draw their doodle, I guess. This is Tasha, and she's a nice face to see. Again, we'll be leaving her behind, but there we go. But yeah, if I did manage to sort something out, I guess I would have to have people over onto my island over the weekend, just because weekdays are a little bit awkward for me. Obviously, I work full time, so yeah, time is never really very spare during the week. Speaking of, yeah, I'm recording this close to midnight tonight, so yeah, that kind of shows how awkward my timing can be, I guess. This is Henry. He's alright. He was the very first smug villager I ever had on New Horizons. At the time I really wasn't keen, but honestly, he's probably up higher on the ranking, I guess, of the smug villagers. He's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but he's not bad. Yeah, with it being close to midnight, and I have already done a full shift at work, I do have an energy drink with me just to keep me going. But for anyone that is wondering or worried about it, it's non-caffeinated, so I won't be staying awake all night. Here is the gorgeous Diva. Hello. How are you doing? Mumsy briefly had Diva on, I think, her first recorded island of Pastel. But yeah, that's kind of why I'm associated with Diva. Never had her myself, but yeah, maybe. If I did a like colour island or rainbow island, then she would work as a purple colour. You never know. Okay guys, for my next 10 or maybe 15 tickets, I'm going to do just a quick fire round, so yeah, I'll show off obviously the villager, say a little something about them, and then we'll move on. And immediately I've just seen Tipper, and she's okay, but no thank you. And next up we have Nox, and I'm not really interested in him. Weird night chicken. And third up in the quickfire round is Annalisa. And hopefully she doesn't do the crazy eye thing. And she didn't. Thank goodness for that. And we have Sally. She's kind of cute in her own way. Oh, she'd look great on an all-squirrel island. But yeah, that's not for a while, if it happens at all. And next we have Chester. one of the many short kings we have in the game. Although I don't like that whole teeth thing he was just doing there. And we have Jacques, who I'm not really interested in. He might have been good on Jailtown, but yeah, not for this island. And is his name Sheldon? It is Sheldon. I'm surprised I managed to pull that from the depths of my brain. We have Bettina. Very cute looking mouse. Very vibrant though. Next up we have the very nice looking Frigga. Yeah, just a very pleasant penguin. And ticket number 10 of the quickfire round, we have Kid. I saw the horns and actually got a little bit excited there for a second, but yeah, it's a goat, not a sheep. Okay, so I guess that will do for my quickfire round for now. I might end up doing a second or maybe even a third quickfire round. Just, you know, I've got 150 tickets, so if for some reason we have to go the distance, then I want to make sure that the video length isn't absolutely massive. You don't want an absolute marathon to have to go through for just one villager hunt. This is Lobo, and he's a cool looking dude. Obviously all the wolves just look amazing, so yeah, it's always pleasant to see one of them, but obviously we're not after a wolf. And as per usual for any of my sheep villager hunt videos, which sheep do you think I'll get, if I get any at all? This is not a sheep, that's Hippo. Run away. I don't know why, I've just got the idea that if I do find a sheep, I'm going to find Vesta. And there is absolutely no basis to that whatsoever, it's just the first sheep that came into my head. This is the lovely Renee. I've had her a few times on my island. This is an unfortunate camera angle, but there you go, that's just what happens on this island because of the cliffs. She's definitely one of the better 2.0 villagers that were included in the game. Well, I was going to say Anticipation Mountain and ask who do we think we're going to find, but I actually saw them in the distance already, so it's Harry. There he is. Big beautiful boy. Obviously have him in Jailtown. We're not interested in him for Ewetopia. So moving on. So I'm not sure what ticket we're on at this moment in time, but I assume we're almost at the third way mark as far as the amount of tickets I had on me. This is Hazel, and much like Admiral, she has one funky eyebrow. But yeah, hopefully we don't end up having to go that long for this hunt, because I know some people have had to do like 200, 300 or 400 ticket villager hunts before, but they've been looking for a very specific villager. And I would like to imagine that it's not going to go over 150 tickets if you're looking for just any villager of a particular species, right? Right guys? Ah, here is the adorable and ever welcome Bree. I love this girl. I had her on Tanglewood, and yeah, one of my favourite mice. Not my absolute favourite, because that goes to Petrie. But yeah, just one of the higher rated mice in my opinion. She's adorable. I love her. Are we going to find someone as good as Bree? No, not in my opinion anyway. It's Joey. I just don't like the fact he looks like he's wearing a diaper. Joey's not the absolute worst when it comes to villagers. He's not like Naomi or Rodney level of my opinion, which is just as low as it can get. But yeah, it's not high. But this girl, she's pretty high up. She is adorable. It is the lovely Maple, and is definitely one Mumsy would be after. But yeah, this isn't Mumsy's villager hunt, this is Tofu's villager hunt, and as a result we're going to leave her behind, much to the annoyance of my wife, I'm sure. And who do we have? Someone good, someone good? It's Simon. He's okay. I have no real opinion of him, to be honest. It's a little bit mean, but it's the truth, so what can you do? Okay, so curiosity got the better of me, and I did have a look, and I believe this is my 50th ticket. And we've seen Tipper once before, so that's kind of disappointing. But yeah, hopefully the next lot of 50 are a little bit more fortuitous for us. Okay, so here we are in a new recording session, and hopefully we find a sheep today, but we'll see. Very first person we've seen in the new session is Tank, and I'm not too interested in Tank. The fact he's got a leaf on his head, I don't know, I just find that a bit weird. But we'll move on, and hopefully we'll find sheep in the next ticket, or, you know, just in the near future. So a little thing that happened to me and Mumsy today was we drove over another screw in our car, and that's really, really irritating. What isn't irritating is this beautiful girl here. Goldie, the gorgeous Goldie. She was on Tanglewood, and I was ever so happy that I got her. She was one of those characters that I've always looked for and never been able to find, but yeah, I've had the pleasure and the privilege of having her on one of my islands. But yeah, as far as the screw thing goes, I just couldn't honestly believe it. That's like the third one in 3 weeks. When we drove over it, I believe there was, well, there definitely was an almighty bang, as if we just drove over like a can of fizzy drink or something. And yeah, then we found this screw pretty well embedded into the tyre, and yeah, I just couldn't believe my luck. But I think we've got away with it. I think it was in the tyre, but I don't think it's gone deep enough to actually cause a puncture. But yeah, the fact that we've drove over 3 screws and nails and things in 3 different tyres in 3 weeks, it's a bit much. This is Midge, and she's just quite lovely, isn't she? But I've never had her before, and again, it's one of those characters that I probably would consider in the future. But obviously, not now, not today. We're still looking for sheep. So, onward, Wilbur. That screw made me late for work, so that wasn't cool. But then I wasn't happy driving around with a screw in the tyre, and I've got Mumsy and the little one in the car, and that's just not cool, it's not safe. And I was driving and kind of felt paranoid that one of the tyres felt a bit off when I was driving. You know, when you just get that kind of feeling that something's not right. And I think it's fine, just, like I said, I think I was just being kind of a little bit paranoid over it. This is Queenie. I'm not particularly too interested, but I will steal that bottle and away I go. But enough of my random car rambles. How are you guys? How's your September going so far? There's Pom Pom on the horizon. Let's say hello to her. Yeah, we're all getting ready for Halloween. That's still 2 months away, but people seem to get ready for it very early. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned something like this already, but there you go. Yeah, the coffee shop's selling like pumpkin spice lattes and things, because yeah, it's that kind of time of year, isn't it? In fact, the supermarket from around near us has already got a section for Christmas, like chocolates and things. And this is Midge again on the same island. I was too busy talking about Christmas chocolates, and yeah, hopefully Midge doesn't come up again, because that would be kind of annoying to get a triple dupe. But moving on. Yeah, I just find it weird that they've got Christmas stuff out and they haven't even really put any kind of Halloween-y stuff out. That just feels really weird to me. This is the lovely Tiffany. She would be absolutely fantastic on Jailtown, but not really for Ewetopia. But she definitely is an icon. Look at her. She just oozes style. Right, can we find a sheep on this island? No, we cannot. It's Gigi. I've had her on New Leaf, but not on New Horizons. I think she just kind of forced her way into my town in New Leaf. But yeah, she was a welcome distraction. She was someone different. So I've heard a rumour about the Switch 2, just on the YouTubes, obviously. And in regards to, I guess, when it connects to a TV, they've said that it's going to work almost like a Wii U style, so your like Switch 2 will almost be a separate screen to what's playing on the TV, and that would possibly open up the door to like DS and 3DS games being available on the Nintendo store. That was Gala, by the way, and she is quite cute, but moving on. I suppose the potential for Wii U games would be on that new console as well in the Nintendo store. But yeah, obviously if the possibility came up that you could play DS and 3DS games, would you then replay or buy New Leaf for the first time? I'm just curious, because I feel like I would. I want a way to be able to play that game and then record it, just because I had real fun with it when I was playing it. This is Zucker, very tasty looking octopus, but obviously running away. I suppose it wouldn't just be New Leaf, would it? It would be Wild World as well, and then if it had the Wii U capabilities, then it would be Amiibo Festival, and yeah, we'd love to play that. Said no one ever. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, we have another pink animal on the top of Anticipation Mountain, but at least it's not Midge this time, it's Nana. And just look how cute this girl is. Absolutely adorbs. Really random thought that's just popped into my head right now, but I don't think I've seen Naomi for the longest time. It's almost kind of making me miss her a little bit, even though I really don't like that girl. This is Pansetti, and she's alright. She's kind of cute in her own way. Another villager that I've never really had before, but might consider. I'm not really sure. I do think there are better pigs out there, but she's fine. I'm sure she would grow with me in one way or another if I did have her at some point. We are getting a lot of Anticipation Mountains, aren't we? Okay, well, obviously, ladder out. Who do we think we'll find at the top? 3, 2, 1, and the magic reveal. Let's go. Oh, it's Croak again. No thanks. How very disappointing. Can we find a sheep soon, please? I don't mind which one. Just any sheep will do. Aww. You're not a sheep, but you are absolutely fabulous and adorable and gorgeous and beautiful. It's the lovely Chrissy. And I mention it every time, but I'm really just jealous that Mumsy managed to get both Chrissy and Francine, because I had Francine on my first island, and I always wanted Chrissy. She never came up, and it just makes me sad. One day. We've seen a lot of pink villagers, haven't we, since I've started this new recording session. We've seen Midge twice, Nana, Pansetti. She's kind of a orangey, peachy colour. Would you count that? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe. And then obviously we just saw Chrissy last. This is Coach. He's neither a sheep nor pink. So, yeah. So, if I get that far, I might get to 75 tickets, do another quick fire round, and then I'll probably ditch my ladder just so that I've only got my vaulting pole, and it'll just make the search a little bit faster, a little bit, obviously, easier. There's Cephalobot, and have we seen him already? I think so, but I'm not 100% sure, but either way, no thank you. Okay, this is partly the reason why I want to abandon the ladder, because we've got so many of these Anticipation Mountains, but will we find a surprise on the top this time? No, we'll see Sheldon and another dupe and just running away. Okay, no dupes. Hopefully a sheep, but at least someone new, that would be cool. It's Alfonso. There he is. He's alright looking. He's kind of a cool dude in his own way. He was in the Animal Crossing anime, wasn't he? Yeah, I mention it every time, and he's the one that tries to catch the human character and gets just absolutely destroyed because Rosie was meant to help him, and then she runs off and is like, oh, I'm too scared. It'd be cool if they did another Animal Crossing movie. Like, yeah, I don't know what would happen, because obviously Animal Crossing is such a cozy game, and so making a feature-length film about something where not a lot really happens is difficult. But then, you know, they've made animated films about Peanuts, and Garfield has got like 3 or 4 different movies out now, so if they can do it with that, then why not Animal Crossing? This is Snooty, and again, is one of those characters I've never had before. Would consider, especially if I was going to do a rainbow-themed island, and so trying to collect various animals of different colours. Obviously, the purple and yellow is very pleasant, but we must away for now. And silly thing, but I thought I'd clarify, when I said movie about peanuts, I'm talking about, like, Snoopy and Charlie Brown, those kind of peanuts, not the, you know, food that come in a shell, legume type of peanut. This is Gruff, and I don't particularly like him very much. He looks kind of ill. I think it's just the green and the brown combo. I'm not really into it. But again, if I was doing a Rainbow Island, he would be a possibility, because obviously the green. I keep bringing up the rainbow idea, but in actuality, I just don't know what I want to do, so I should really stop bringing it up. Here is Bubbles, and she's alright. I don't mind Bubbles. One of the better looking hippos, in my opinion. But yeah, I am kind of hippoed out because of Jailtown. But she's alright. You carry on, Bubbles. Just be in Bubbles. And we're inching our way ever closer to that quickfire round again. Oh, never mind. Oh, we found one. We found an absolute gorgeous one. A snooty sheep at that. We found the ever amazing looking Willow. Oh, I was getting ready to wrap up, but that's a fantastic way to wrap up my session, is, in my opinion. Hopefully you guys agree, but either way, I found a sheep, I've succeeded! Play the cheering sound effect. I forgot my words. Oh, I'm very happy. Oh, Willow. You're so gorgeous. Yeah, you're going to come to my island. You got a personal invite from the one and only Tofu. Oh, I'm so happy. I've already decided I'm going to love this girl. Ah, right. I suppose let's move on to her being in boxes, shall we? Oh, this isn't right. Hello, Etoile. How are you? Okay, so confession time, guys. I really wanted Chops off the island, so I invited Etoile here. As obviously she's a Sanrio character, I could only invite her via her amiibo, so that's what I've done. But anyway, jump cut to Willow's house, and we'll say hello to the fabulous Willow. So here we are, here's the actual sheep we're after, the lovely, lovely Willow. Oh, hello darling, and welcome to the island. I'm so happy you're here. Yeah! Okay guys, I'm going to call today's episode here. I class that as really successful in getting 2 gorgeous sheep girls onto our all-sheep island, or what will become our all-sheep island. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far into the video, if you enjoyed what you saw, please hit like and consider subscribing as well. And I'll hopefully see you in the next video. But until the next time, have a good one. Cheers guys.